Picture this. You walk into your kitchen ready to whip up the perfect keto meal, and within 60 seconds, everything has gone completely sideways. Your cauliflower rice is burning, your avocado has mysteriously vanished, and somehow there's almond flour coating every surface like a glittery disaster zone. Sound familiar? Well, grab your apron because today we're turning those epic kitchen fails into your greatest keto victories, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it in under 10 minutes flat. I'm about to share the exact recovery strategies that have saved my bacon literally and figuratively, more times than I can count. These aren't just quick fixes. They're game-changing techniques that will transform you from a panicked cook into a keto kitchen ninja who can handle any culinary curveball life throws your way. Let's start with the most common keto catastrophe, the great protein disaster. You know what I'm talking about. That beautiful salmon fillet that somehow went from pink perfection to charcoal brick in the time it took you to check your phone. Here's your 10-minute save. Slice that overcooked protein as thin as humanly possible and turn it into an instant keto taco filling. Grab some butter lettuce leaves, add a dollop of full-fat sour cream, sprinkle on some cheese, and suddenly your disaster has become a crunchy, satisfying meal that nobody would ever guess started as a kitchen fail. But what about when your vegetables decide to stage their own rebellion? I once watched helplessly as my Brussels sprouts transformed into bitter, mushy disappointment. The secret weapon here is fat and acid. Crank up your heat, add a generous amount of butter or avocado oil, then hit those sad vegetables with a splash of apple cider vinegar or lemon juice. The high heat will crisp up the edges while the acid brightens everything up. In 5 minutes, you'll have vegetables that taste intentionally caramelized rather than accidentally destroyed. Now let's talk about the ultimate keto kitchen nightmare. When your carefully planned macro-balanced meal completely falls apart 30 minutes before dinner. This is where your emergency keto arsenal comes into play. Every successful keto cook needs 3 things always ready: pre-cooked bacon, a bag of pre-washed spinach, and eggs. With these 3 ingredients, you can create magic in under 8 minutes. Heat up that bacon to render some beautiful fat, wilt the spinach in those flavorful drippings, then crack your eggs right into the pan. You've just created a restaurant-quality warm spinach salad with crispy bacon and perfectly runny eggs. The best part? This combination hits all your macros without any measuring or calculating required. Here's where things get really interesting. Sometimes our biggest kitchen disasters happen because we're trying too hard to be perfect. I want you to embrace what I call strategic imperfection. That slightly burnt cheese on your cauliflower gratin isn't a failure. It's a crispy topping that adds texture. Those unevenly chopped vegetables aren't sloppy knife work. They're rustic charm that creates varied textures in every bite. The psychology behind kitchen stress is fascinating. When something goes wrong, our fight or flight response kicks in, and suddenly we're treating a slightly overcooked chicken thigh like it's a 5-alarm fire. Take a deep breath and remember that most cooking mistakes are actually opportunities in disguise. Let me share my favorite disaster to delicious transformation. Last month, I completely forgot about a pan of ground beef that was browning for a planned taco bowl. By the time I remembered, it was well beyond brown and heading straight into jerky territory. Instead of starting over, I added some bone broth, diced tomatoes, and spices, then let it simmer. 20 minutes later, I had the richest, most flavorful keto chili that my family still asks me to recreate. Temperature control is your secret weapon for quick recoveries. Too hot and burning? Remove from heat immediately and add something cold like a splash of broth or even ice cubes to stop the cooking process. Too bland and boring? Crank up the heat to develop some caramelization and depth of flavor. Understanding how temperature affects your food gives you incredible power to course correct in real time. Here's a pro tip that will change your keto cooking forever. Always cook with more fat than you think you need. Fat doesn't just add flavor and help with satiety. It's also your best insurance policy against sticking, burning, and general kitchen disasters. A well-fatted pan forgives almost every mistake you can make. The truth is, some of the most delicious meals I've ever created started as complete disasters. There's something about the pressure of having to improvise that pushes us beyond our comfort zones and into truly creative territory. That desperation-fueled creativity often produces results that careful planning never could. Your kitchen disasters aren't signs that you're a bad cook. They're proof that you're willing to take risks and try new things. Every chef, from home cooks to Michelin-starred professionals, has stories of spectacular failures that led to breakthrough discoveries. So the next time your keto kitchen turns into chaos central, remember these recovery strategies. Take a breath, assess what you're working with, and trust that with a little creativity and the right techniques, you can turn any disaster into something delicious. Your taste buds and your confidence will thank you for it.